2026 is shaping up to be a historic year for Japanese sports cars, with models that not only promise to break records, but also redefine what it means to drive a car born in the land of the rising sun. Japan's big manufacturers are betting big. New generations, futuristic concepts and beasts that were already presented in 2025, but will only see the light of day on the market next year. This is not just a top car, it's a look into the future of machines designed to defy gravity, combining Japan's tradition of impeccable engineering with the technological innovation that will mark the next decade. In the sixth place, we have the long-awaited return of a legend, the Toyota MR2G RMN 2026, a sports car that is revived after almost 20 years of absence to give fans back that rebellious and exciting spirit that made it an icon. Born from the collaboration between Toyota and Suzuki, this new MR2 is not simply intended to be a tribute, but a total reinvention of the mid-engined lightweight sports car concept. Nicknamed the poor man's Ferrari at the time, the MR2 is now back with the mission of proving that the DNA of Japanese sports cars is still more alive than ever, but with a much more aggressive and modern touch. Under the hood, this two-seater will bring a turbocharged 2.0-litre inline four-cylinder engine capable of generating 400 horsepower and 550 Newton-meters of torque, which will allow it to reach 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.8 seconds. And the most interesting thing is that it will not sacrifice the connection with the driver. Toyota will offer a 6-speed manual transmission, although an 8-speed automatic gearbox and a 7-speed DCT prefer more technological handling. One of the biggest surprises is that this 2026 MR2 will feature all-wheel drive, likely an adaptation of the GR4 system that we have already seen in the GR Yaris and GR Corolla, which ensures an impressive level of grip on any type of surface. This choice marks a notable difference from its predecessors and positions it as a much more competitive sports car against current rivals. In terms of design, Toyota still maintains the mystery, although it is known that there are two proposals in simultaneous development. Some rumors point to a removable roof, which would keep the fun essence of the second generation alive. There is also speculation that Lexus's sports EV concept will serve as a direct inspiration, which means a futuristic, aggressive, and at the same time aerodynamic style, capable of standing out on any road. Inside, this MR2 will seek to balance tradition and modernity. There is talk of a renewed interior with 5G connectivity, USB ports, wireless charging, smartphone integration, touchscreen and an advanced navigation system. An equipment designed not only to have speed, but also aiming at comfort and cutting-edge technology in their day-to-day. Now, although there are no official figures yet, everything indicates that Toyota will try to keep it in an affordable range for a sports car of these characteristics, probably between $45,000 and $55,000, which would make it a very attractive option against much more expensive European competitors. Thus, Toyota wants to show that Japanese sports cars can still excite, surprise, and above all, be accessible without losing the essence of pure speed. In fifth place appears one of the most unexpected and at the same time most exciting returns in recent years, the Honda Prelude 2026. After more than 2 decades of absence, Honda is reviving a name that marked an entire generation of enthusiasts, and it does so by betting on a field that it dominates perfectly: hybrid technology. Although it is not yet a 100% electric model, the Prelude arrives as a 2-door sports coupe that seeks to rekindle the rivalry with the Toyota GR86 and other Japanese competitors that keep the essence of compact sports cars alive. The concept was unveiled at the Japan Mobility Show, making it clear that Honda doesn't want to simply bring back the Prelude, but modernize it with a sleek, minimalist design, clean lines, a distinctive light signature, and a profile that conveys sportiness from any angle. Although many thought when they saw it that it was an electric car, the absence of a grille and the stylized air intakes hide a hybrid system that promises to be efficient and at the same time exciting at the wheel. In terms of performance, the details are still reserved, but everything indicates that Honda will not settle for modest figures. While the current Toyota GR86 offers 228 horsepower, it is speculated that the new Prelude could mount a hybrid version based on the brand's K20 Turbo 4 engine with the help of one or two electric motors, thus achieving a clearly higher power. That would put it in a competitive range against its direct rivals and move it away from the pretty coupe label to become a true hybrid sports car. In addition, test images suggest that a more radical variant could be in development, further fueling the expectation. The hybrid system also opens the door to outstanding fuel efficiency. If we go by what the Accord Hybrid achieves, we could expect consumption close to 48 miles per gallon combined, which would make it one of the most frugal sports cars in terms of running costs in its category. And although it is unlikely to offer full electric autonomy, it will be a model that combines fun and daily practicality in a way that is difficult to match. Now, if Honda wants to position the Prelude against the GR86 and the future Celica, it will have to keep it in an accessible range. Everything points to it being around $30,000 to $40,000, which would make it an attractive option not only for its design and technology, but also for being a sports car for everyone, faithful to the original spirit of the model. In fourth place, we find another renaissance that promises to shake the market and the hearts of fans, the Toyota Celica GR Sport 2025. After almost 20 years of absence, the historic nameplate comes back to life, this time with a much more ambitious approach, and with the mission of redeeming itself from the criticism it received in its last generation. The old Celica was accused of having lost some of its sporty spirit, even eliminating the all-wheel drive that characterized the legendary Celica GT4. Now, Toyota is ready to correct course, and it will do so with a sports car that combines luxury, technology, and performance that will put it back on the map. The new Celica will arrive with a turbocharged 2.0-litre inline four-cylinder engine, capable of generating about 300 horsepower in its standard version. Although it shares mechanics with the GR MR2, here it adapts to a front-engine format with the GR4 all-wheel drive system, which ensures balanced behavior and a much more reliable driving experience even in demanding conditions. Thanks to the adaptive suspension and a chassis worked to convey precision, it is expected to reach 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just over 4 seconds, a figure that positions it as a very serious rival against the Nissan Z, the Subaru BRZ, and the Mustang EcoBoost. In terms of design, the 2025 Celica GR Sport mixes nostalgia with modernity. Its lines are low and aggressive, with a sloping roof reminiscent of the models of yesteryear, but with a futuristic air in its sharp LED headlights, wide front grille, and 18-inch alloy wheels. All this accompanied by GR badges that reinforce its competition pedigree. The result is a sports car that, even before it starts, conveys dynamism and character. The interior is not far behind. This Celica bets on a driver-focused cabin with armchair seats, sporty red stitching, a fully configurable digital panel, and a 10.5-inch touchscreen compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Added to this is a JBL premium sound system and a head-up display, creating a technological and sophisticated atmosphere that has rarely been seen in a Celica. In addition, it incorporates the latest safety aids, such as blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and forward collision avoidance. As for the price, everything indicates that the Celica GR Sport will start from approximately $39,300, strategically placing itself between the Toyota GR86 and the Supra, and placing itself as an ideal intermediate for those looking for power, all-wheel drive, and an iconic design without reaching the price range of a supercar. With rumors of future electric or even hydrogen variants, this new Celica not only revives a legend, but also marks a bridge between tradition and the future. Toyota seems determined to prove that its sporting legacy is not fading. and the 2025 Celica GR Sport is proof of that. By the way, if you want to see more Japanese car options, I've already uploaded a video talking about it, and I'll leave it for you at the top. In third place, we have one of the most anticipated returns in the entire automotive industry, the rebirth of the legendary Mazda RX-7, scheduled to debut in 2026. To talk about this model is to talk about a legend, a car that left its mark on automotive culture thanks to its timeless design and, above all, its Wankel rotary engine, a piece of engineering that divided opinions but delivered unique sensations. Now Mazda is preparing to bring it back, but not with a simple tribute, but with a reinterpretation that combines tradition and technology, nostalgia and modernity. The new RX-7 2026 will maintain in essence what made it special, but will take a radical leap into the future. Its heart will be an 830 cubic centimeter twin-rotor rotary engine, assisted by a hybrid system composed of 3 electric motors, 2 on the front wheels and 1 coupled to the transmission. Not only will this combination allow the sports car to have all-wheel drive, but it also promises immediate response, smoother acceleration and efficiency far beyond what a pure Wankel once offered. Mazda claims that this approach will solve the old problems of consumption and reliability without sacrificing the characteristic sound or agility that defined the RX saga. In terms of performance, the estimated figures place the RX-7 in really competitive territory, between 350 and 400 horsepower, a contained weight of around 1,350 kilos, and a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.8 seconds, with a top speed that could touch 290 kilometers per hour. This is a performance that puts it against much more expensive European rivals, but with a distinctly Japanese style and DNA that no other can imitate. Design also plays a key role. Mazda will bet on a style inspired by the FD RX-7, with wide fenders, flowing lines under the Kodo language, and sharp headlights that pay homage to the classic pop-up. All this is accompanied by active aerodynamics, with a retractable spoiler and details in carbon fiber and aluminum that contribute to both aesthetics and performance. Inside, the 2026 RX-7 will offer a premium and sporty atmosphere, with leather seats, carbon fiber trim, a digital cluster, and a 12.3-inch central display compatible with Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. A space clearly focused on the driver, but without neglecting comfort and connectivity. The base price is estimated to be around $60,000 to $62,000, with higher versions that could reach $72,000 to $75,000, a figure that positions it as an aspirational sports car, but still accessible compared to European alternatives of similar power. Its official presentation is scheduled for the end of 2025, with arrival at dealerships in mid-2026. Mazda wants to prove that legends don't die, they just evolve, and the 2026 RX-7 is living proof that rotating passion still has a lot to say in the hybrid era. In second place comes a model that never goes out of style, a sports car that has managed to stay true to its essence for more than 3 decades. The Mazda MX-5 Miata 2026. To talk about the Miata is to talk about simplicity made perfection, a car that has always opted for the basics, lightness, balance, and a pure connection between the driver and the road. And while times change, Mazda knows its fun-to-drive icon can't be left behind. For this reason, the new Miata 2026 promises to keep its DNA intact, but incorporating a touch of modernity that could mark a before and after in its history. Since its debut in 1989, the Miata has remained an affordable convertible that delivers thrills at an affordable price, and the new generation follows that philosophy. With a base price of $31,000, this roadster is positioned as one of the most economical sports cars on the market, offering an experience that many rivals simply can't match. Competitors such as the Toyota GR86 or the Subaru BRZ are in the same league in terms of sportsmanship, but none offer the possibility of feeling the wind in your face with a convertible roof. And while there are options like the Mini convertible or even a Ford Mustang, the reality is that the Miata plays in its own category, compact, lightweight, and designed for cornering. What makes the 2026 Miata particularly interesting is the strong possibility that it will adopt a hybrid powertrain for the first time. Mazda has already confirmed that much of its lineup will be electrified by 2030, and this model could be the bridge to an all-electric future. The incorporation of electric assistance in such a light car generates great expectations. More torque at low revs, livelier acceleration and improved performance without sacrificing too much of the agile character that defines the Miata. The challenge will be to maintain the balance that has always characterized it, preventing the extra weight of the batteries from compromising the magic of its driving. In terms of design, the Miata 2026 will remain true to its classic proportions: low, wide, and compact. An evolved style is expected, with sharper lines and modern details, but always with that youthful and timeless air that makes it unmistakable. The interior, while simple, will offer the necessary amenities: an improved infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, well-adjusted sports seats, and a minimalist, driver-focused environment. The Miata never sought to be the most powerful or the fastest, but the most fun, and that remains its goal. With a competitive price, the possibility of a hybrid powertrain, and the promise of keeping the ride light and exciting that made it a legend, the 2026 Mazda MX-5 Miata arrives as the ultimate proof that sometimes classic never goes out of style. It just evolves. At the top of this top, could not miss one of the most iconic names in the history of Japanese sports cars, the Toyota GR Supra 2026. Since returning to the market in its fifth generation, the Supra has divided opinions, but the truth is that it has established itself as a benchmark for power, design, and pure emotion behind the wheel. And now, with its new update and the arrival of the Mark V Final Edition, Toyota proves that this sports car not only lives on its glorious past, but continues to evolve to conquer a new generation of enthusiasts. The price of the 2026 Supra ranges from $58,695 to $69,745, depending on the trim, and sits right at that point where the performance of an elite sports car is still accessible to those looking for more than just a pretty car. Because this Supra is not only about aesthetics, although its silhouette makes it clear with its double bubble roof, muscular flanks and athletic rear, but about a complete package designed to offer excitement every time you turn the key. Under the hood, we find the jewel of the house, a turbocharged inline six-cylinder with 382 horsepower, capable of taking you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds if you opt for the 6-speed manual transmission. And here's the interesting thing. Yes, the 8-speed automatic is faster and achieves even better figures, but the numbers don't tell the whole story. The magic of the Supra is in that visceral connection that the clutch and manual lever offers you, in that feeling of absolute control that reminds us why we love to drive. The big news for 2026 is the GR Supra Mark V Final Edition, a version that distinguishes itself with specific improvements: larger Brembo brakes, tuned suspension with reinforced hubs, recalibrated adaptive dampers, and exclusive design details such as 19-inch matte black wheels, carbon fiber mirrors and spoiler, and an interior with red embroidery and special stitching. All designed to give a more radical and collectible air to a car that is already desired. Inside, the Supra maintains its focus on the driver. Yes, it is a compact space, but it offers what you need to enjoy. 14-way sports seats, a digital dashboard with its own design, and an 8.8-inch central screen that incorporates the BMW-derived system with Apple CarPlay included. For those looking for more, the premium version and final edition add a 12-speaker JBL sound system and even a head-up display for a more immersive experience. The Supra was always a name that commanded respect, and in 2026, it continues to do so. Its pure power, aggressive design, and a heritage that is not forgotten. Undoubtedly, the Toyota GR Supra 2026 takes first place because it represents the best of the present, with one foot in the future and the other firmly planted in the legend. And with the latter, we say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next one.